gentlemen, welcome to a bonus episode tonight. We have the fifth major, we have golf, we have basketball, people stepping over lines, people stepping on lines, teams not covering lines, all types of lines. And with me, a very special guest, nay, a friend. He's got the, as he likes to say, the near gear on, PSR host guy from Patriot Sports, from Plus Money, all the above. Eric, my friend, mad at us for not doing the right type of bay, but we will allow him to discuss that.
I knew Old Bay was going to be the clear winner, given your region. I knew Green Bay had no chance of even getting on the ballot, let alone win.
When you said that, I knew you were, one, I knew you were going to say it, and two, you should have known that we were never, ever going to put that. But I respect your fandom for
you got the contribution you expected. I got the response that I expected, which was no, that was never going to happen. What are they doing over at Old Bay to absolutely dominate the seasoning market? Nobody else has anything. They can put on a crab leg.
They have closely associated themselves with the Low Country boil, which is a delicacy if you've never had a Low Country boil.
That's where they dump the pot out on the picnic
yes.
table with the corn cobs and the shrimps and the crabs and stuff.
Have you ever had that?
No, that's a bucket list situation.
It's literally
we're talking about going to Wilmington for vacation this summer. Do they do those down there?
Yes. There's also some other good spots that you need to, that we should come up with an itinerary.
Not to get too off topic, but do they also catch snook? Because I've seen a lot of snook fishing videos, and I got to do that.
I think that's more of a northern fish. I'm not really sure. They might be in there, but you're not you when you're hungry. Get yourself a Snookers. But we digress. I mean, we were talking before the show. If you're joining us from the basketball game,
oh boy.
If you're a UNC fan, like you said, please tell the people the irony.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think a Tar Heel would be able to stay in place. You wouldn't expect somebody like that to fall forward just by leaning.
I mean, we're here to talk golf, too. But everybody was watching that. It's Duke versus UNC. So,
yep.
I mean,
I couldn't find a standalone version. They only had it in the 4-screen deal. I'm like, I can't get this thing.
What?
What are we doing?
It's Duke UNC.
Yeah, I guess the Midwest is all messed up.
So
priorities are not straight.
Not at all. How have you been? Did you watch some golf today? What did you get into?
I got off work at lunchtime today. Got home in time to watch. End of the day golf with the sun going down. It's just a beautiful aesthetic experience.
It does. It does feel like when you watch the players, you're like, all right, summer is here, because
it's right there.
This course is just, I love this course. I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure why, because I love the Masters too. But maybe it's just it's like the first time you get to go outside when it's warm. It's like, I don't care if it's 50 degrees, but if the sun's out, I'm going out there and taking my shirt off if it's above 50 degrees. I'm just doing it. So this course is like, this is a major as far as I'm concerned.
That's sort of what the Florida swing is. It gives you like 3 events of sunshine and palm trees, and you're like, okay, we're back. We can put the windows down.
Yes, it does. I mean, it really does. Like, it looks, you're like, man, it looks so warm. Like, if I just look out the window, I can feel warm too. Like you said, sun going down golf I'm also a fan of the late night California run too, because that's when everybody in my house goes to bed. So then I can sit there.
PM is a very underrated golf watching window. That's what Tiger has nailed with the Tiger Golf League.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We also brought up an interesting point, J-Vi did, that if Tiger Woods, is the NFLPA going to be involved here, because Tiger Woods was playing on turf and he never had Achilles problems before.
That's a great point.
TGL was all on turf.
Yeah. And
so,
causation and correlation and so forth. I don't know. We can't rule it out.
No, I mean, you wait till the NFL gets wind of this. I mean, that's, the sod father is quaking in his boots right now. All right. So the current leader, Akshay Bhatia, he's the youngest leader, by the way, ever in the history. He beat out Freddie Couples. Followed by Minwoo Lee, the chef. Let Minwoo cook. JJ Spawn. Rory is up there after he's been firing off, just ripping this course to shreds. I saw the stat the other day that Rory had more. Was it more missed? It was more missed something. More missed fairways, or maybe more birdies than he had made fairways. It was something stupid. It was just something outrageous. More birdies than fairways hit. He had 7 birdies and 4 fairways hit in round 1.
Wow.
He picked up 3.4 strokes on the approach and another 2.3 with the putter. That is banana lands, my friend.
That's not how he usually does it.
No. Like, usually the driver is where he just mutilates people. So,
yeah.
But
he's out here on this course where you got to be a little surgical. He birdied every other hole on the back 9 today.
He is. I don't know if that thing that they did before with the guy that took his phone, if that was staged, and he gave him $1,000 and was like, "Here, show everybody that I'm going to get pissed off and use this as motivation."
Could be.
So,
stranger things have happened.
Yeah. But to pick up that much on the approach, being in that terrible of position. Now, it's for this course, it's a, hey, if you miss in the right spot, then you still have an angle, you can make a play. But if you're in the wrong spot, you're dead. You're absolutely dead.
Yeah. Seen a couple guys go in the wood chips and be okay. But if there's a couple drives where you need that thing to turn and hook a little. And if it doesn't, you are screwed.
Yes.
You can't hit it through vegetation, especially Florida vegetation. That stuff is thick.
Gators out there just gnawing catfish like they're chewing bubble gum.
I don't know what kind of PEDs Justin Thomas was on today, or if he doubled his caffeine intake or what. He shot 10 under, low score on the day. All of a sudden, he's gonna get to play this weekend.
That is so dumb. So the quick day 1 hits before we get into Justin Thomas just absolutely bending this course over. Number one, hold on. Number 1 is this right here. Our guy, shot of the day, shot of the century, some are saying. Justin Lauer, tee shot, bang, over the water. Into the water on 17. Given kind of the I smelled a fart kind of thing. Takes a drop. Saddles up. Goes in there. Hits an absolute skirt, straight in for the par. The guy makes the cut on the dot at 1 under. Justin Lauer, shot of the day. Shout out him. Shout out that guy. One of our favorite golfers.
Best round by a Justin today.
Yes.
Have we gotten a hole in 1 out there yet?
Not at 17. No, I don't think so. I don't think
that's going to piss off the gamblers because we basically got it, but that's not going to count.
Right.
That's a 3rd shot.
So that was number 1. That was the first day. So we had the Justin Lauer thing, and then we had the Spieth and Justin JT experience, where Spieth had one of the most unbelievable golf scorecards of all time, where it's an eagle. You look at, where's Jordan Spieth? He's in the pine needles. He's got pine needles on his back somehow. Now he's double bogeyed a hole. Well, he's eagling, and it was just the full roller coaster of Jordan Spieth experience on the first day. And I think he ended up making the cut at 2 under today. But man, is that guy electric?
Yep, 3 under. He managed to go 1 under, birdied 18 to go under par for the day. Yeah, he's box office television. I don't know how you could be a fan of the guy and really live and die with his success and failure. You can't attach yourself emotionally to what he's out there doing, but it is fun to watch because you never know. Like, I took him to be 2nd round leader this morning because he can go out there and absolutely torch the course, or he could just shoot the worst round of his life. But he's going to leave it out there.
Yes. It's unbelievable, man. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, you're supposed to be consistent. So I don't understand. I just don't get it.
He's always been pretty streaky. Just had, like, in his earlier years, maybe longer streaks. I don't know. That was what you could call that consistency. What
True.
he was doing.
Consistently inconsistent.
I don't know what happened lately, but every time it's Smitty's always giving you that little bit of inspiration that you need to bet on the guy. It's like, he could still Jordan Spieth.
Well, you'll watch 3 holes and you're like, this is the greatest golfer on the planet.
Yeah.
And then you'll watch the next 1 hole and it's like, this guy couldn't beat me.
Hang on. I thought you were great at this approach shot putting stuff. Now you can't do it at all.
It is. It's quite the debacle. I'll tell you that. Hole 17 has kind of reared its head, which is awesome, and it's only going to get worse. There's a whole bunch of viral stuff going on about hole 17 where people are like, I thought this was going to be like a Loch Ness, 100-foot deep. We're pulling out, Greenland like 100-pound catfish out of there. No, it's only like 3 feet deep. So
really,
there's people standing out there like, and it comes up to their waist.
It does take away from the mystique a little.
You can't do that to everybody.
No.
I got to know if that ball goes in the pond, it's gone forever. There's some sort of,
no one will ever see it again.
It's like hitting it into the Bermuda Triangle. You'll never see that ball again, ever. So it just, there's too much. You can't do that to the nostalgia that I have.
No, you just told us all that Santa's not real. It's basically what you did.
Unbelievable. So also from round 1, our leader from round 1, if you've ever watched Lucas Glover play, you know that he is a very sweaty man. And there were these are some inopportune photos of our guy, Lucas Glover. He has the desire to perspire, some might say.
Yeah. Anything that's could be called a crevasse is going to be in trouble.
He is not a fan of the Florida swing, dude. Where's dude wipes? Where's dude? And if you're like, I don't mean to pile on the guy, but I mean, if you have to know, you got to know. One of your boys has to text you in the group chat and be like, dude,
you can't, because you're already known for this.
I don't know if you
got to get your arms around it. That's what is the coolest.
But anyways, great golfer. I think he was the oldest leader. And then another cool story was Camilo Villegas, way up there. I don't know what he did today, but that guy's got a crazy story, man. Pretty sad, but
I've never heard of this guy.
Camilo Villegas?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the guy who gets way down on the green in like the Spider-Man pose to read his putt? That's him.
He had 4 under today. He's in the he's
there you go.
Back, but he's in the mix.
He had a tragedy happen, so he was out for a while, and now he's back. And every time I see his name, I'm like, man, I want to root for that guy so bad. I'm not going to go into detail about what happened. You can look up Camilo Villegas, and it's pretty sad. So you can look at that at your own
inspirational tale.
Yeah. So, but
so
here we go. Let's take a look at another one from
that was happened? Johnny Vegas. That's 400 today.
so it wasn't.
Where's Villegas? Because he was right up here yesterday. He was threatening to be the first round leader.
I just had something here that I was wanting to see. Not that.
Oh, there he is. T49. He's in there. Rough one today, though. 4 over.
There's Lauer. I had it pulled up. I was trying to look at that Minwoo Lee stinger. I had the Minwoo Lee stinger and the Ricky Fowler driver off the deck.
Hey, Fowler's going to get one here soon.
Oh,
if not.
He loves this course, man. He plays hole 17 better than anybody's ever played it ever. So there it is. That's the stinger. This is the hole number 6 where they put that tree in there. Minwoo Lee's just hitting an absolute piss missile right up underneath it.
God, that's so hard to do.
I mean, just watch the shot tracker or this whatever it is, shot tracer technology. Not sponsored, but just.
Yeah.
I mean, you're hitting the tree, correct?
Oh, yes. And it's going to drop straight down after I do.
This is another one that Ricky had. 314-yard driver off the deck, Ricky Fowler. If you're going big deck energy right in the middle of the fairway on a par 5, you deserve to be up there with the leaders.
Yeah. John Deere wishes it had a deck like that.
So there's some highlights from
Orange on Sunday. He's going to be in the top 10. Just firing.
Did you
Sunday's going to be crazy. With the scores on this back 9, a lot of guys are birdieing 4 or 5 of the holes. It's going to get crazy on Sunday when the pressure's on.
Yes. Well, and it's crazy because you'll have this course where it's here we've got Minwoo Lee that just absolutely bladed it on 18 and then runs it up there on, I think this is day 1. And just some of these shots these guys hit from just terrible spots are incredible.
Look how windy it is.
Yeah, and that's what they're worried about tomorrow. It's going to get even more wind, and then there's some rain that's coming in Sunday. So you're going to get some weather on Sunday.
Ooh.
You're going to get some wind. So we'll see if Minwoo Lee's playing some good golf, man. He's playing really well.
Yeah.
So, but it's and this guy too. So let's go ahead and transition to day 2 here with Rory McIlroy, who, like we were just saying, couldn't hit a fairway yesterday, and then comes out here today and just him and JT were cooking, man.
It's like he watched the film and he went home and got his notes together, and he came out ready to solve the mathematical problems of this course today. He's not doing it like we were saying. He's not doing it in the normal, big golf ball whacker guy style. He's actually getting in there. He's doing it Lucas Glover style.
Just sweating. Just fill a bathtub full of sweat. Jackie Moon that thing.
Yep. If Glover gets the putter going this weekend, he could bring this thing home.
I love watching Rory just drive the golf ball, dude. Like it's a freak show event when he just mashes a golf ball.
You believe guys used to think that you shouldn't lift some weights?
It's unbelievable. I mean, shout out John Daly whenever he said you can't pull fat.
That's scientific fact.
Morikawa's playing pretty well too, but he's had some trouble with the media here recently. So, but the 2 young guys, 2 rising stars, quote unquote, leading the way, Bhatia and Minwoo Lee. Both these guys are very my guy. We're talking about golf, Josh. Don't you bring the 49ers into this.
The wives and girlfriends are fighting. I guess Kyle Juszczyk's wife did not get along with Fred Warner's wife. What are they doing?
I saw that.
Juszczyk?
I don't know, man.
The Packers better get him up here for a visit.
Juszczyk? Could they use a guy like Juszczyk?
You can always use a Juszczyk. He's a coach on the field.
You're exactly right. He gives you what I think the 49ers are going to get off topic here. They're changing personnel. There's a changing of the guard happening where they don't want to use the 21 personnel. They want to use the 12 personnel. They want to use the double tights, single back instead of the 2 backs. And that's, getting rid of Debo and Juszczyk kind of makes that shift for them.
So. Is this the dust settling from the ownership wanted Mac Jones, coach went ahead and got Trey Lance, and they hated each other for a while, and now all that's sort of out of the mix. Start fresh.
Yes, I think they wanted Mac Jones to begin with. I don't know why in the hell they drafted Trey Lance.
I don't.
You think Two guys that were that smart about football would not draft a guy who's only thrown 400 passes.
That's all you
Since high
needed to
school.
know.
Like, I'm going to need to see a little more body of work than 400. I've thrown 400 passes, and I've stopped playing football like 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
I mean, basically, if you're not dominating by your sophomore year, you're probably not even going to make it in the league. So a guy like that, there's no chance.
And he knew what he was doing because he hung it up. Like, he hung it up.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, yep, I had one good year, and I'm just not going to play. And it was like the perfect storm. It's not a rebuild, man. It's a retool. See, people are sleeping on Purdy. That's the problem. People don't believe in Purdy. They got the guy. CMC to the Cowboy. What is he going to do down there? Play center like Zeke?
I don't know.
Cowboys need more than CMC. Y'all just signed Miles Sanders or whatever his name is, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know if I want him to draft Ashton Genty now. I didn't lose all those games last year for Ashton Genty to go to the wrong
team. The Cowboys.
Okay.
And hey, look, this is where it's Jordan Spieth. There he goes. Here goes Minwoo Lee just ripping another 2-iron, dude. I could watch that all day. But
remember when Spieth hit it off like a sewer cover last year?
Guy. I mean, it's like he's dude perfect on accident. You know what I mean?
Dude accident.
Yeah, he's like dude imperfect. And okay, so this is where it starts. So around 4:00 p.m. Eastern time, JT is 5 under after 9. So at that point, he opened up with a 78, so I think he was 8 over. And now at this point, he was 1 over, fighting to make the cut with the projected cut line 1 under. And this is when he starts ripping off just absolute seeds from the approach.
When people talk about flow state, this is what they're talking about.
I mean, I remember watching. I mean, it's a shame that damn bird didn't stop it from going into the water on 18. I mean, which side is that bird on?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, he was just cooking. So now he's chasing. So now everybody's got another hour goes by, and everybody's got the JT alert saying, "Holy smokes, this guy's like 9 under through 12 holes or whatever it is, something stupid."
And confidence was always his only problem. If he believes he can do it, he'll go out there and do it.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's a guy that which is kind of weird because you don't want to be like that in golf, but a lot of these golfers are very sensitive, almost.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
you could say
there's nowhere to hide when you suck at golf. Like, if you clang one into the gallery, like that's what we used to call Sahith the gallery. When you're hitting, it's a deep shot to left center.
There's nowhere to hide when you suck at golf. That's a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, it's right. There is nowhere to hide. You can't just turn around and be like, "Oh man, whoops," because everybody saw you hit the ball. So
yeah.
Anyways, but he's just hucking darts out there. And the funny thing is, whenever Tom Hoagie shot his course record, JT was playing with him. So now this is when Ludwig Oberg fell apart, dude. He just started shaking balls.
I didn't think he was flappable like this.
Me either. He's so smooth and calm, and he looks like a robot. He has no problem with the freaking, getting up there and hitting the golf ball. No shot clock problem, no nothing. And to see him just hosel one out of the wrong barrel and just start chucking balls into the water, it's like, what is going on here, man?
I mean, if your name's Ludwig, I assume that you're very stoic, very focused. Not much can rattle you. And that's what he's been to this point. And this course really got him. Man.
Here's JT absolutely cooking.
When you're making those, it's going well for you.
That putt had like 2 feet of break.
It was like a J hook at the end.
On 17, he gets
it almost turned around and went the back towards him.
Yeah. And so he's feeling it, and it sucks on 18 that it didn't work. So he gets a bogey on 18, and course record tied 62. Just it was so much fun to watch because you're just sitting there and you're like, holy smokes, dude, he's still like you. They show his scorecard and you have to pause the live broadcast so that you can count up all the circles he's got on there. You're like, is that 11? Did I count 11?
Is that right?
So
he moved up 105 spots today.
He had 1% chance of making the cut at 130. 1%.
Wow.
I mean, jeez.
I wonder what the odds were for him to have low score in the day. 100, 200 to 1. Something like that.
Look at this. So his silly turn. So he was plus 100,000 after round 1, and now he's plus 8,000 to win. Somebody bet that. Somebody had to have bet that. Oh, that would have been awesome.
Somebody's out there sweating their JT wager.
There you go, signing the card. So
yeah,
let's take a look.
The household names didn't really show up until today.
Yeah, and that's that's where we're going to look at the screen here, the leaderboard, so to speak.
There, Sepp Straka moved up 20 spots today with a 4 under.
And so the thing about this leaderboard, like, okay, you got 11 under, you got this. I don't know that the course is going to play that easy, but it is funny because you got one guy's out there shooting 62, JT. And then you've got here's a guy. Here's a guy. Let me Chris Collinsworth you real quick. My man right here, Mr. Bridgman. I played a lot of him in DraftKings, buddy.
Ooh, nice.
He was.
What's the ownership on that? Like 2%?
5%. Because you look back and all these guys that are playing well that are up here, most of them are playing well. So like Batia has been playing pretty well. I think he's got 2 top 10s. Minwoo Lee, I don't know if he has been, but JJ Spawn's been playing great golf.
Yep.
Rory's been playing great golf. Morikawa's been playing
track for the Masters.
Oh yeah.
What did Rye do today? He played pretty good yesterday and has been recently.
I know he was flirting with disaster there at the end at the cut line. Joel Damon had a great day. He shot a 76 yesterday and shot a 66 today. So he shaved. He did the old shave about 10 strokes off the game there.
Oh, yeah. Rye 2 over today.
So Rye, did he miss the cut?
No, he's still 2 under.
Okay, so he did make it. All right, there you go. All right, Tom Kim made it. Now, one of the worst beats of the week was Michael Kim, who's just here. I think he was even. On hole number 17, he had a 3-foot par putt, bogeyed, and then couldn't birdie 18. So he was one that was a highly, and Hideki Matsuyama missed it. Both those guys were pretty highly owned or touted going into this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Kim's really been cooking.
He has really been cooking. So
wow, he can blame his round 175.
Yep.
Yes.
And let's see if we can find the highest score. So Rasmus Højgaard shot an 80. Cam Davis shot an 80. That can't feel good.
That can't feel good. No.
81 Maverick McNeely. There you go.
I mean, if you're going to do it on Thursday or Friday when there's a ton of guys out there.
How do you feel about the Smiley Kaufman thing with Ricky Fowler and Kevin Kisner and all that stuff?
I don't know the specifics of this situation.
They basically just interview people. They set up basically a desk at hole 17, and then every so often people come by and they just interview.
That thing, yeah. I'm pro anything candid.
Do you think they have the chutzpah to do that? I think they're fairly entertaining. I think Kisner for sure.
Yeah, you got to have. If you got one, he can carry it. I think as long as you got the kids out there, then they'll be able to find a couple other guys to get out there and make it fun. But we love the inside baseball stuff with golf. I think that's why we loved Full Swing. Like, we want to know what these dudes are really like.
Yeah.
We want to hear them swear, maybe.
Well, I think too, like I was thinking about this whenever we were talking about TGL and all this other stuff about golf, how they're trying to make it more like, oh, golf is cool. And I'm like, I just want golf to get out of its own way.
Yeah, I don't need golf to be cool. I just need golf to be golf.
I need you to like do kind of what you did. Have the Creators Classic where idiot number 1 goes out there and shoots a 61 and 9 and be like, yeah, this is, Joe Schmo cannot do that. I don't need you to throw like a hammer and all this. I don't know. I feel like they try way too hard when really all they need to do is just kind of get out of their own way. That's just my opinion.
Let Liv do all the smoke machines and laser lights and shit.
Yes. Well, and get some other golfers. Somebody needs to tell them, no, that's a bad idea. I feel like the whole TGL thing with Rory and Tiger, they don't have they have a lot of yes men around them, correct? Like,
yeah,
most pro athletes do. They have a lot of guys like, oh, that's great. And it's, I just want to be the guy that goes there and be like, hey man, maybe get like uniforms for your TGL, like maybe numbers on the back, something that's a little different. I don't like, maybe get some obstacles to hit around, this whole thing that we're just going to tout around. We have the biggest simulator screen is just kind of like,
yeah.
Okay. There's gotta be a different angle.
Yeah. There's a lot we can do. You can do anything. You're inventing a new sport basically. So,
but
do all that stuff there. Go full Savannah Bananas in the TGL.
There you go.
But
yeah,
let's keep Augusta.
Mm-hmm. Now, you, sir, did you not have a first round leader of our guy right here? Didn't you have a little ticket on
Lucas Glover? Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we had a 3-way tie for the first round lead, but that just splits the pot a little bit. I figured I heard Adam say something about approach shots, and it's going to have to be somebody with a good short game. So I said, that's Lucas Glover. It's Lucas Glover season. It's starting to get warm, obviously. So he's usually at his best.
In the fall, the leaves change colors. In the spring, Lucas Glover starts sweating through his pants. Same thing.
Yeah.
Deplete peepers instead of the leaf peepers.
Like the sparrows to Capistrano.
That's right.
Perspiration will come.
Oh, my gosh. So you had a little Lucas Glover. I'm looking at this, and I'm sitting here thinking, okay, do we trust Minwoo Lee, Akshay Bhatia, JJ Spawn with Rory and Collins sitting right there?
I think the winner of this tournament is somewhere down below third.
Zalatoris, I don't trust Tommy Fleetwood because he never wins anything. Let's look, man. This golf course is a don't make mistakes golf course. And you got old Mr. And I love how everybody's like, oh God, Scotty's playing like shit. It's like, oh, what is he? Oh, he's 5 under, 6 back. He's tied. He's in the top 15 again. Like,
yep.
He's playing terrible.
He's like Jason Voorhees. He'll just be 3 under tomorrow and 3 under on Sunday, and all of a sudden you're in a playoff with him.
Yep. Exactly.
Like, how did he even get here?
Yeah. I think he was plus 350 before the tournament started. As a gambling man, you're sitting there looking at the plus 1,000. What is that, 10-1?
Yep.
Would you put an E unit on that?
I don't know, because the guys ahead of him are really playing pretty well. He's 5 under, so he's got 6 shots to make up, but he's got 6 shots to make up on Minwoo Lee and Akshay Bhatia.
And JJ Spawn.
That. Could be looking at Rory and Scotty both like 10 under on Sunday.
Because if Rory keeps hitting it in the junk, there's no way he can play that flawless with his approach shots. missing fairways all over the place. I don't know what he did today as far as his fairways hit were, but I know after the round yesterday he was really working on it. But yeah, I don't know, Scotty. Yes, I just don't think you can count him out. So
No. I mean, I did at the Olympics. I thought, well, okay, here's a situation where he can't come back and win the thing, and he did. At that point, that was sort of like when Tom Brady beat the Falcons. I said, all right, this guy's the best. Like, I have to just admit that this guy's the absolute best.
I just think by tomorrow he's going to go 3 or 4 under, and he's going to be sitting there at 9 and the wind's blowing 25 miles an hour, and all these other guys are hitting balls all over the place. And here he comes. His leader's going to be at like 12 or 13, and he's going to be sitting there like 9 or 10. And you're just going to be like
50 beats per minute, Scotty.
Yep.
Just walking you down. Never getting mad, never getting excited, just putting the ball in the hole. And he just looks like a dude you'd see at a soccer game, like another dad.
Yeah. Like the fact that he had a kid and he still, I mean, he got arrested and went out and shot like 6 under. That tells you anything about the guy at a major. So, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to this. I love the players. I hate that it's not
shaping up to be a great Saturday and Sunday.
I just hate that it's not going to be nice weather on Sunday. This is like give me terrible weather at the British Open. Yep. Give me terrible weather at the U.S. Open. Leave my players and my Masters alone. I need that to be pristine conditions.
At least the last 2 days. Yeah, we need ideal conditions, birds chirping, the whole thing. I don't want to hear about the elements.
No. I don't need the course to be the star. Now, that's US Open.
Sort of like the question of our wins a QB stat. Is weather a course stat? Like, can you say the course dominated this weekend just because there was weather?
I mean, if I'm the course, I would say weather needs to. I would say I would want weather in there. I'd say this is, I'm the course. I don't need you weather. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like if I'm the course, I'm just going to sit there and say, I alone am enough to challenge these golfers. I don't need you with your precipitation and your and your I don't know what the fancy word for wind is. Your aerodynamics.
You're just out here adding style points. Unnecessarily.
So, I mean, without the course, the weather is nothing because, you can have a course without weather, but you can't have weather without a course.
That's a great point.
So
if there's rain falling and there's no green underneath, is it even raining?
Riddle me this. I don't know who's going to come back, man. I just don't know. Justin Thomas there at 4. Yeah, I think that was there's no way. There's no freaking way that this guy goes out there and shoots anything close to a 62 again.
No. That was crazy.
That was nuts.
If he does, they'll make a documentary about this sort of thing.
Yeah. Do you have anything else, my friend?
No. I've exhausted all my thoughts.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed this, what was I going to do? I had something else I was going to put up here. Oh, there we go. Let's do a little how about this right here? Our business card, so to speak.
Ooh, very nice. A digital business card.
This is everywhere you find your podcast, we're out there. Live shows Wednesdays, Sundays with the whole crew. And we do these we do a few special shows with Eric every now and then, which I would love to do these. That'd be a lot of fun. And go follow us on
a lot of edge lately too. I've been liking that.
The what?
A lot of edge of erosion lately. Too.
Oh yeah,
got a new mic.
Yeah, the boys. I mean, that's what we do. It's just we start doing these things, and the other guys in our group, they're like, "Man, that sounds fun." I'm like, "Well, come on the show, dude."
And the coaching tree expands.
Don't feel bashful. We're always looking to have a good time on here. So, But yeah, where could people find you? I mean, I really miss Plus Money. I miss Patriot Sports. But if they need to follow you on Twitter, you tell
I
the
am
people.
at PSR host guy. We're gonna resurrect that thing sooner than later, hopefully. And then Plus Money Golf. We're gonna be doing that on Tuesdays. We had Adam is training for some kind of triathlon or some kind of Ironman
saw
bike
that.
race he's doing. And then Smitty's got, I don't know, gonorrhea or something. He could barely talk. So we should be back on the airwaves next Tuesday.
Okay, good. I love Plus Money Golf. It's one of my favorite shows. I don't know. I might be the number one fan. I would probably put that up against anybody.
It is a good time. Yes.
I love it. Well, I appreciate you joining us. This has been the round one and two recap / me having to yell about the Niners / pun jokes about the Tar Heels not being able to stay out of the paint.
Got to get a little Niner talk in.
Yeah. Well, anybody who listens to this show. At the mouth by the Cowboys. Nobody cares. Watch some golf. All right. See you Sunday.
All right. I'll see you later.